Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Shiv Kumar News. Here I am only reading the Hindu newspaper. My purpose and aim is improving my knowledge and English only, nothing else. Therefore, please support and guide me. So guys, this is our first article. Four located in Telangana tunnel hope Slim Minister rescue operation underway to trace the worker trapped inside the partial collapsed SLBC tunnel on Saturday. Article written by V. Chandrasekhar, Hyderabad. The rescue operation to pull the 8 person trapped the 40 km inside the Sri Salem left bank canal tunnel in Telangana since February 22 saw a breakthrough on Saturday, with the locations of four of them likely identified. A Telangana minister, however, put the chances of their survival at 1%. State Excise Minister Jupalli Krishna Rao, who attended a meeting with officials involved in the rescue operation along with Irrigation Minister and Uttam Kumar Reddy, said there was much progress during the past couple of days. In my view, the we whereabouts whereabout whereabouts of the 4 person have been locating through radar, the minister said, according to PTI. He expressed hope they would be extracted by Sunday evening. Asked about the conditions of the four, the minister recalled he had said on the first day itself that the chances of survival of the trapped person are remote. The authorities supervising the rescue operation hope that at least some of the victims buried beneath the muck in the area beside the tunnel boring machine TBM could be found by Saturday. More delay, but the delay in muck, muck removal and clearing the TBM debris has kept that hope at bay. Mr. Rao said there was still about 24 feet to 26 feet of mud in the tunnels of the sides of the TBM, with the hope that at least some of the trapped person could be extracted from the debris. The authorities have made arrangements at the tunnel site, including lining up ambulances at the nearby Dompla plant village. A team of forensic experts from Hyderabad has been directed to reach the tunnel site. Mr. Reddy also asked for oxygen cylinder to be kept ready for use if required at the site with PTI inputs. So, guys, this is our next article from Uttarakhand. Four workers killed in Uttarakhand avalanche. Four still trapped as such continue amid heavy snowfall. At least 8 of the rescue workers have suffered critical injuries. Drones, radar, sniper dogs are being deployed to assist operation, mounting difficulty. Tibetan Border Police personnel carry out rescue operation on Saturday, a day after an avalanche hit border road organization building site at Mana village in Uttarakhand. Article written by Ishita Mishra, New Delhi. Four civilian workers were still missing, likely trapped under 6 feet of ice as night fell on Saturday, 2 days after an avalanche hit a border road organization building at site at Mana village in Uttarakhand. On the second day of the rescue operation taking place amid heavy snowfall at 10,000 feet above sea level, 70 workers were brought out by Indian Army and Indo-Tibetan Border Police, but 4 of them died of injuries. Over 20 kilometers of the road leading to the area is laden with about 5 feet of snow and is cut off from the main highway, adding to the difficulty of the rescue operation. The Indian Meteorological Department has forecast more snowfall and rainfall in the area over the next 24 hours. Helicopter uses, with snow making the road impassable to vehicle. Army and Indian Air Force helicopter are being used for the rescue. The IAF plans to airlift a drone-based intelligence bird object detection system to Mana on Sunday, while the army plans to employ ground penetrating radar technology to trace three containers inside which the five missing workers are believed to be staying. Army sniper dogs have also been deployed to search for the worker. According to the Uttarakhand government, there were 57 workers employed at the Bro site, which is being dubbed as the last village before the Chinese border. Two workers had gone on leave, but the rest are believed to have been sleeping in eight containers at the site when the avalanche crashed down on Friday. We learned that 22 people possibly managed to escape the avalanche and run toward Badrinath, and the remaining remain trapped under the ice, said Lieutenant General Anindya Sen Gupta, the General Officer Commanding in Chief of the Army Central Command, who arrived in Mana to review the rescue operation. The Uttarakhand government said that whereabout of one worker who escaped the ice slide was traced on Friday evening, while another worker who fled the site had also reached his village without reporting to the authority at Mana till he was traced on Saturday. 10 workers were rescued on Friday, while another 13 were brought out alive on Saturday. Four other workers who were brought out on Saturday were later declared dead, the army said. At least 8 of the rescue workers have suffered critical injury. The army is yet to locate 3 of the 8 containers in which the worker had been sleeping, and it is feared that the 4 missing workers are trapped within this container. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Dhami also reached Mana on Saturday and conducted an aerial survey of the affected area. So guys, now our next article. Minister Goyal to visit US tomorrow for talk on trade agreement. Press Trust of India. New Delhi. Commerce and Industry Minister Manish Goyal will visit Washington on Monday as India and the USA are planning to negotiate a bilateral trade agreement, an official said. The minister is expected to be in the USA till Friday, the official added. During the recent visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Washington, India and the USA announced their commitment to more than double the two-way commerce to $500 billion by 2030 and negotiate the first tranche of mutually beneficial multi-sector bilateral trade agreement BTA by fall of 2025. Tariff threat. The proposed agreement is an opportunity to boost bilateral trade and investment between the two countries amid threat of USA President Donald Trump to impose higher tariff on Indian goods. Mr. Goyal is likely to hold talks with USA Trade Representative Jamieson Greer and USA Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick during the visit. The Commerce Ministry has already stated engagement with different departments on the India USA trade aspect and related development. Mr. Goyal has earlier stated that the two countries can offer concession and duty reduction as their economics complement each other. So guys, now this is our next article. European leader back Zelensky after USA fiasco. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky depart after meeting USA President Donald Trump at the White House on Friday. Article written by Shri Ram Lakshman, London. European leaders expressed their solidarity with Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky following Friday acrimonious interaction between the Ukrainian leader and the USA President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. The Oval Office interaction led to Mr. Zelensky either choosing to leave or being asked to leave the White House without signing a deal on critical minerals. You are never alone, dear President Zelensky, Europe Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, who was in India on Friday, wrote on social media site X. We will continue working with you for a just and lasting peace, she said. Most European leaders did not directly refer to Mr. Trump in their messages. They have been appraising the trans, transatlantic relationship following the verbal attacks on tariff threat unleashed Mr. Trump over the last few weeks, as well as the fact that the USA did not invite Ukraine or other European country to talk it had with Russia on February 18. You are not alone, said the Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk, addressing his message to Ukrainian and Mr. Zelensky. We must never confuse aggressor and victim in this terrible war, said Friedrich Merz, who is likely to be Germany's next chancellor. Mr. Merz expressed his support for Ukraine in goods and in testing time. There is an aggressor, Russia. There is a victim, Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron said, adding that it was right for Europe and the USA and others to have added Ukraine and sanctioned Russia following Moscow invasions of Ukraine just over 3 years. Mr. Macron and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer had individual discussion with Mr. Trump at the Oval Office earlier this week. Both leaders interacted and fact-checked Mr. Trump's comment during their respective Oval Office press segments. However, there was bonhomie between the leaders, and the overall mood from the bilateral discussion and ensuing press conference, which was called in Mr. Zelensky's case, was positive in both cases. Following the Oval Office incident, Mr. Starmer had spoken to both Trump and Zelensky on Friday. Downing Street said he is also hosting a meeting of the European leaders, including Mr. Zelensky, in London on Sunday. Separately, Mr. Starmer had conveyed the UK commitment to supporting Ukraine for as long as necessary to deter Russian aggression during a call with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on Friday. In relations partnership with our allies, we must intensify our preparation for the European element of the security guarantee alongside continue to discussion with the United States, Mr. Starmer said on Saturday. Not all European leaders sided with Mr. Zelensky through strong men make peace, weak men make war. Today, President Donald Trump stood bravely for peace, even if it was difficult for many to digest, said Hungary President Viktor Orban on X. Mr. Orban has been at odds with most of the European Union EU counterparts, given his pro-Russian position and close relationship with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. Mr. Zelensky arrived in London on Saturday ahead of Sunday's summit. So guys, this is now we start short article, national and international and sports. This is first short news from Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo, Japan battled its biggest wildfire in more than 3 decades. Japan was battling its largest wildfire in more than 3 decades on Saturday, one of several blazes that have killed one person and forced the evacuation of the more than 1,000. The fire is spread over about 3,000 acres in the forest of Ofantu in the northern regions of Iwate since it broke out on Wednesday. Washington, USA federal workers received second email asking to justify their job. A second email asking USA federal workers to justify their job was sent to Friday as part of the President Donald Trump initiative to slash spending. It came a week after Elon Musk engineered a first mass email to the federal government's 2 million employees, ordering them to justify their work to risk being fired. Colombo, Sri Lanka get 4 tranche of bailout package from IMF. The IMF was agreed to release the 4 tranche of $334 million from its $2.9 billion bailout package to Sri Lanka to strengthen the Iceland national recovery from its 2022 bankruptcy. The move came after the IMF completed the third review under the 48th month extended fund facility EFF arrangement to Sri Lanka. Geneva, Swiss to hold conference on occupied Palestine territory. Switzerland said it will host an international conference on March 7 on the protection of the Palestinian civilians in the occupied territory as called for a United Nations vote. The 196 signatory to the Geneva Convention will be invited to the meeting, which will be attended by Ambassador, the Swiss Foreign Minister said. Effusive in Paris, world can't express how good a player Kohli has been. Rahul. Virat Kohli, if it's take the field on Sunday, will feature in his 300th ODI. KL Rahul feels the batter still has a lot left in the tank. That 300 is a lot of ODI. World can't express how good a player he has been and what a great servant of Indian cricket he has been. Hopefully, there are many more hundred left for him, said Rahul. All is well. Mitchell recovered from the illness and is available for the India match. New Zealand all-rounder Dal Mitchell, who had a long session in the nets on Friday, has recovered from his illness and available for Sunday final league game against India. Mitchell replacement Rachin Ravindra had scored 800 against Bangladesh, and it's remained to see who will replace if he plays. Out of action. Opener Short likely to miss Champion Trophy semi-final. Australia opener Matthew Short will likely miss the Champion Trophy semi-final against either India or New Zealand after the informed batter suffered a quad injury in the wash-out match against Afghanistan in Lahore. Short had scored a 15 ball 20 on Friday but had looked in visible pain before he was dismissed. Extra travel uncertainty over semi-final venue sees Australia and South Africa fly to Dubai. The Australia and South African team will fly into Dubai ahead of the Champion Trophy semi-final, even though it remains uncertain whether their match will be held in Dubai or Lahore. The venue decision hinges on the outcome of the last Group A match between India and New Zealand on Sunday. So guys, this is today one important vocabulary word is reap. It is a noun in the meaning प्राप्त करना, is receive meaning is receive, synonymous obtain and get, antonymous lose. Example 10, the company is reaping the benefit. So guys, this is today video. Please like, comment, share and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for further more update and more video. Press bell icon for notification. Thanks for watching. We meet in next video or tomorrow. Jai Hind.